Although Steve Arts 89, well, poor Tay Tay couldn't scare up $100 million for opening of the Eras tour. I'm a little surprised, but not really surprised. People were talking it up, acting like it's going to be so huge and it's going to be bigger than Barbie's box office opening, which was 161 million, so it would have had to be 162 million to beat that. I didn't think it was going to beat that. I thought it would have made over 100 because the pre-sales I thought that was pretty much sorted. And I just was like, how much over 100 will it be? I didn't think it would, be 162 million. So I'm really glad that Barbie's box office opening is bigger than Taylor's. I didn't want her to beat it. I wanted Barbie to hold on to that because she's the biggest opening and the biggest movie for the year, and I wanted her to keep that. But it was sort of weird because no one sort of knew how this concert film was going to go because it was unplanned, unexpected, and it's sort of isn't a typical release, so it can kind of go either way. A lot of these things don't do so well, that's why they're limited. Other times, like this one for example, did really well. Now, why didn't it make 100 million? Is it possible because some fans weren't happy about Taylor cutting 5 songs out of the concert and not telling anyone? Because apparently none of the fans knew. They all got upset that there were 5 songs missing. So I'm guessing, now I'm sure they could have worked it out by the time, because I'm assuming it's a 3-hour concert. Unless it was a 3-hour film, something must be missing, and it'd be fairly unlikely for the studios to release a 3-hour film. They don't do it very often, so, and they would have had to cut it to like 2:30, 2:45 to fit into a 3-hour block with trailers and stuff like that. So you would have thought either they would have had the running time or they would have had a set list or something, would have known these songs were missing, but apparently they didn't, and they're upset. So the songs that were missing were the 1989 hit Wildest Dreams, which is the only one I know from this list, Nobody No Crime, The Archer, Cardigan, and Long Live. So those are the 3 tracks that were cut, so that's about, I guess, 25 minutes, half an hour, depending on how long each song is. Sometimes concert songs go a bit longer. They could have been part of medleys, I don't know. But yeah, so I'm kind of glad that Taylor didn't beat Barbie, I must admit. I'm a little surprised as well, but I don't know, I kind of resent it a little bit because, see, this, it's October and we had a Friday the 13th in October. It should have been a really good opportunity for studios to release horror movies and promote horror movies. But Taylor came in and released her film on Friday the 13th of October and scared off all the competition. So Exorcist moved its opening, and there are probably other films that probably might have been released that I think were put off, that were horror themed, because they didn't want to be standing in the way of Taylor because, she seems to be unstoppable. But she still couldn't make 100 million. So, a little disappointing for Taylor fans because I think, they're expecting more than that. But still pretty good. I mean, I think part of the factor is a lot of these new artists, they inflate their numbers with fake sales through streaming and views and stuff like that, where, one fan will watch something 1 million times and they act like that's 1 million people watching it. And it's just one fan just putting the song on a loop and stuff like that. You can't really do that with a cinema release. You may go and watch it 3 times in a day, but that's still only 3 times. You can only be in one physical screening unless you go, I guess I can buy tickets for screens I'm not even going to, I guess, or buy blocks of tickets and stuff like that. But yeah, so either way, didn't make $100 million, still made 96, and I mean, the same people could keep going back every day, could make 96, every couple of days. But yeah, it didn't make 100. Now, it did make another 32 internationally, which made it 128 for the international box office. It did make over 100 for its international opening, but domestic opening was 96. So, yeah, just wanted to comment on that. Again, I'm surprised that the fans didn't know that, she was cutting the songs, because that happens a lot. Like with Rebel Heart, for example, that Madonna had a sort of acoustic section at the Heart stage where she'd just do different songs each night, and fans weren't sure which song would make it to the final release for the DVD or streaming version of the concert. And there was some sort of talk by Madonna herself. I saw her suggesting the idea there was going to be like a jukebox on the DVD or Blu-ray where basically they'd sort of have all the songs that were done at the Heart stage as sort of like a special feature where you could sort of listen to them all. And some people were hoping that they'd combine a few and put them in there, but they cut the concert down to under 2 hours for its release on Showtime, and they didn't even have a Heart stage song. They put Take a Bow as a special feature on the DVD and Blu-ray. It wasn't actually in the concert. So we didn't get extra songs, we got less. We just got the one that sort of was done in that sort of Australian sort of visit. And that's it. And that was in the Japan release. That wasn't even... No, Like a Prayer was included as an extra, and Take a Bow was included in the Japan release. So this happens a lot with film sort of concerts where they change the lineup over the course of the tour, and maybe they do it early in the tour or late in the tour, and it has different songs or stuff like that. But five songs is a lot to cut out of an album. I mean, a concert. So I'm not surprised fans were a little disappointed. I'm just surprised they didn't know. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks. Bye.